This is Smart Pizza, and in today's hour-long episode, I'll show you the craziest and most spectacular animal battles caught on camera. You'll see fights between lions and buffaloes, tigers and bears, hippos and crocodiles, rhinos and elephants. I'll tell you how animals fight singly and pack on pack. I'll also show you some crazy fights that'll give you the creeps. It's definitely worth seeing. Sit back, relax, usual fight involving three sides. The video shot by the tourist shows a lion hunting an old buffalo near a watering hole. The animal had time to notice the danger. The buffalo ran to the river and entered the water to get away from the predator. But in the water was another danger waiting for it. The buffalo managed to fight off the reptile and then swam to the shore. As if that weren't enough, a whole pride of lions was waiting for it on the shore. Confrontation began. The buffalo tried to defend itself with all its might, running, dodging, and chasing the lions between bushes and near the river. It seemed that a few more minutes and the lions would tear it apart, but then help came. The buffalo was rescued by its congeners that had come to the watering hole. In the end, the herbivores are some of the most famous and ferocious predators on the planet. What would be the outcome if they met in battle? It's hard to say what animal would win more often in such confrontations, but one thing is certain, and the bear wouldn't have gotten up. But the maternal instinct opened a second wind in the female. It managed to get up, and then it rushed at Matkasur and chased it away. It didn't resist. It seems that it spent all its energy on holding it. As the fastest terrestrial animals, they can reach speeds of up to 110 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds, which means it's impossible to get away from them. Especially, it's impossible for the harmless gazelles that cheetahs love to hunt. This footage shows just such a hunt. Noticing the approaching cheetah, which has already rushed out of the ambush, the gazelle began to run away. At first, it succeeded. The gazelle didn't run in a straight line, but along a curved path and made sharp turns to confuse the cheetah, which had already been joined by its congener. In the end, the cheetah still managed to overtake the gazelle and pounce on it. It began to sink its teeth into the poor creature. Just then, the second cheetah arrived. It seemed as if lions don't attack large rhinos, preferring to attack baby rhinos sometimes. But this time they decided to take advantage of the horned beast's vulnerability. The lions approached the rhino as close as possible and began their attack. When suddenly at this very moment, the rhino came ashore and went on the attack itself. It confronted the three lions that had him in a ring and chased each of them. The lions realized that they couldn't take down such a giant, so after a while they cooled down and left the rhinos, a rhino and an elephant. We don't know why they didn't like each other, but they ended up having a little fight. And it was the elephant that started it. Apparently it was in a bad mood that day. The elephant started to attack and punched the rhino in the side. After the first punch, the rhino retaliated and used its sharp horn. The elephant had much more mass than the rhino, which gave it the advantage. The elephant kept pushing the rhino, but it wasn't going to give up. After a few more seconds, the two animals finished the fight. We can say that there was no winner in this fight. The animals were almost equal in terms of power, although it's possible that the rhino could have stabbed the elephant with its horn and won. But the elephant, in addition, are famous for their stubbornness. So even a usual meeting between two individuals can cause a battle. This footage shows a mother and its baby rhino encountering a male rhino. It's unknown what the male did not like, but it decided to attack the female. The rhinos fought and raised a cloud of dust around them. Behind it, you can hardly see the course of the battle. Fortunately, they did not trample the cub. It's not known how the battle ended, but most likely the rhinos just separated because, as a rule, fights between two rhinos, the most worthy opponent for the rhino was an antelope. It seems that this is a joke, as the antelope is one of the most unlucky animals in Africa and is hunted by everyone. But as it turns out, its horns are perfect for an equal confrontation with a rhino. This footage shows the antelope begin to fight the rhino, which is many times heavier than it is. The antelope is in no way inferior to the giant. It confidently pushes the rhino, so that the rhino has to retreat. Soon the couple is distracted by a pickup truck and they separate. Who knows how the fight would have ended if not for the pickup? In any case, the antelope emerged victorious. Even from such an lion is an extremely dangerous predator. So what creature can stand up to it? How about buffaloes? Despite the fact that these bulls are herbivores, they're quite capable of fighting ferocious lions. What do such confrontations look like? And which animals win them? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Young hippos are occasionally hunted by crocodiles, lions, and spotted hyenas. Adult hippos, on the other hand, are rarely hunted by other animals because of their enormous size and violent temperament. The African buffaloes are also known for being one of Africa's most dangerous animals. What happens when these two giants clash? For example, this hippo doesn't want other animals on a sunny day at the beach, especially when it comes to a herd of buffaloes very close by. With its mouth wide open, it starts running around, as if to force all the buffaloes to leave the place. It looks like a final warning. One by one, the buffaloes start to scatter, but the mighty hippo has already acquired the taste for it, continuing its action until the beach is completely deserted. Well, getting away from that greedy hippo in this case was the best solution. Here, the hippo opens its mouth wide, too, as if to inform the buffalo of its impending attack. Come on, buffalo, leave in a nice way. Nevertheless, the buffalo remains unperturbed. The huge monster still attacks the buffalo. Well, it was warned. The hippo drags the stubborn bull into the water, trying to crush it. The buffalo realizes that there's a way. Buffalo versus crocodile. The crocodile is very fast in the water, and its sharp teeth need not be mentioned. Visitors to Kruger National Park in South Africa were able to catch on camera a tense buffalo battle for territory. 5 buffaloes surrounded an elderly congener. 5 on 1's not fair. One of them hooked its horns on its opponent, thus trying to drive it out of the territory. The victim managed to escape, but one of its attackers came after it at once. Separate from the others, the 2 adversaries engaged in an even match. The outcome of the battle remained unknown because the lion's pride stands guard over its congeners. 2 or 3 members of the feline family can fight back a whole pack of hyenas, but not in this case. In this footage, events develop rapidly and clearly not in the favor of the lioness. It was all alone, and the pack of hyenas was well aware of this. How many of you have tried to see the prey on the ground? Doesn't seem to be there. The lioness must have annoyed this pack for it to dare to attack the lioness without a material benefit for them. However, when the situation became more difficult for the lioness, its pride came to the rescue. Having